The $300 house was a concept that was developed by Vijay Govindarajan at the Tuck School of Business about a year and a half ago, along with a colleague of his, Christian Sarkar. The idea being that business also has a responsibility to help the poorest of the poor.
Merci. Nous disons welcome, bienvenue.
Jack asked me just to meet with Brielle, and I say we should invite other people in the community to brainstorming with them.
And to hopefully combine our ideas with the needs of the community in order to meet them very well.
And we have more than 100 people in the community participate in this meeting.
What are the most important components of a good home?
Et qui ça encore? Pas parler entre nous, non, parler pour nous participer. Any project that say we're gonna build a house, you will find a lot of people interested because there's so many people in need of house. So I explain them we're gonna build a prototype, and then we go further.
The reason we're interested in the $300 house project is because we believe that it is a right for people to have basic housing across the board.
We contacted St. Boniface Foundation about 2 months back and requested them to get some survey results from the communities here.
One thing that we observed was that people spend a lot more on house maintenance than building the house itself.
Yeah, it's a financial problem because this building step by step. They might take about 10 years to build, to finish a house. And sometimes when they finish it, it's not really well done. So they always have work to do. So the youngest are 3 years, and the oldest, the mother, 58. It costs about 1,000.
So 187,
Yeah.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
What happens when it rains?
Sometimes they get wet. The total, everything from scratch to this, it will cost us about $8,000.
Give me the total dimension. Pull tight. Pull it
The
tight.
entire house with the restroom would cost about $9,000. We start from there, and then we could try to see, maybe material replacement is one way to start. Try to reduce the overall cost of the house.
The first thing is to see how far we can go in reducing costs and then find a way to scale up.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. There's nothing quite like being here and seeing the reality on the ground. We're hoping to provide a better solution.
It's the one lakh. It's 1 lakh. Different family, but 1 lakh.
This is the traditionally structured house where they build the structure out of wood and then they'll apply a kind of a mud-like plaster that they call teeth.
So it's 3 basic materials to do construction over here. This, that's called sab, cement, and iron. So this is the school of Shasha Primary School. This is a project of St. Boniface in partnership with Immaculate Conception in the Boston area. So they funded the school and St. Boniface managed and do the execution. So I was responsible for everything from scratch to owning the schools every year.
They've done a really good job of connecting the roof trusses to the block walls. They've got diagonal bracing on the trusses, which is really important in terms of wind loading.
We're here at Mouage, which is the local fishing village, and Food for the Poor, St. Boniface and Rat Trap provide transport by motorboat so that the fishermen can go farther out into the ocean and make catches in deeper water where there's bigger fish. They provide solar-powered refrigerators so that they can store the fish longer, so that they're more viable and to take them to market.
One of the interesting things that Mass Design has done is to set up this compressed earth block fabrication plant. And we see that as a possible model that could be replicated around the country in many communities because it's small scale.
Yeah.
It can mostly depend on the use of local materials, and it could provide employment.
After compression, the block come out of the machine. The curing process take at least 28 days. We get the initial curing that take at least 2 days. On 7 days, we know that you get 75%, and on 28 days, you get the full, like 100% strength.
The change here, it's tremendous, because in the past we won't even be able to come in here. That means they live more freely, and that's improved their health also, because they clean, there's no waste, they take care of the waste, and they train them about how to take care of themselves.
I think that it's a wonderful example of how systems design can really influence health and well-being of an entire community. And that's what Gescu has done very consciously here by engaging the community and finding leaders for 40 different quarters, and then having those leaders be in charge of other community members that take care of sanitation as well as health. It's transformed lives. I was just talking to a community member who said that this has not only helped to decrease the violence, but it's also decreased the number of cholera cases, malaria, rash, all these things, because they're regularly screening for fever, diarrhea, rash, and cough, which is really keeping the health problems in check.
I think this is incredibly inspiring and really gives hope to people who want to see real change being implemented. I think this really shows that any successful solution to poverty, any successful solution to the myriad of problems that Haiti faces needs to involve the community at a very grassroots level. And I think that's what Gescu achieves superbly at doing.